The borrower fails to pay when due any amount payable under any finance documents, and such failure is not cured following the applicable cure period. B. Any representation specified to be made by the borrower, the parent, or the originator in the finance documents, or any other document delivered by or on behalf of such persons under or in connection with any finance document is or proves to have been incorrect or misleading when made or deemed to be made by reference to the facts and circumstances then existing which, if capable of remedy, is not remedied within 20 business days of the earlier of I, such person, becoming aware of the issue and Charlie's written notice of the issue from the senior agent to such person. C. The borrower or the parent or the originator fails to observe or perform any covenant, negative or positive, or agreement contained in the finance documents, other than as provided in any other paragraph of this clause 9.1, events of default, which, if capable of remedy, is not remedied within 20 business days of the earlier of I, the borrower or the parent or the originator, as applicable, becoming aware of the issue and ante, written notice of the issue from the senior agent to the borrower or the parent or the originator, as applicable. D. Other than as described in any other paragraph of this clause. 9.1. Events of default. I. Any debt of the borrower in excess of the threshold amount is not paid when due, unless cured within 5 business days of the due date. Any debt of the borrower in excess of the threshold amount is declared to be, or otherwise becomes due and payable, prior to its specified maturity, due to an event of default or similar. Tie. Any commitment for any financial indebtedness of the borrower in excess of the threshold amount is cancelled or suspended by a creditor of the borrower as a result of an event of default, however described, or IV, any creditor of the borrower becomes entitled to declare any financial indebtedness of the borrower due and payable prior to its specified maturity as a result of an event of default, however described. The borrower or the parent, ASI, is unable to pay its debts as they fall due, suspends or publicly announces an intention to suspend making payments on any of its debts. G. Commences negotiations with any one or more of its creditors, generally with a view to the readjustment or rescheduling of its indebtedness, or REA. G. Becomes subject to governmental or regulatory intervention in each case by reason of actual or anticipated financial difficulties. F. Any formal corporate action is taken or legal proceedings are started in relation to I. The winding up, dissolution, administration, examinership, or reorganization of the borrower or the parent. A composition, compromise, assignment, or arrangement with and for the benefit of the creditors of the borrower or the parent by reason of actual or anticipated financial difficulties. Shai. The appointment of a liquidator, receiver, administrator, administrative receiver, compulsory manager, conservator, examiner, custodian, trustee, or similar officer in respect of the borrower or the parent or of any or all of their revenues and assets, or any analogous procedure or step is taken in any jurisdiction, provided that this paragraph, F, shall not apply to any action or proceeding, A, which is part of or arises in connection with a consolidation, amalgamation, or merger that is not prohibited by the terms of the finance documents, or B, which is contested in good faith or of a frivolous or vexatious nature, and in either case is discharged, stayed, or dismissed within 20 business days of commencement. G. Any execution, distress, or diligence is levied against, or an encumbrancer takes possession of, the whole or any part of the property, undertaking, or assets of the borrower or the parent in excess of the threshold amount, or any event occurs which under the laws of any jurisdiction has a similar or analogous effect, and in each case is not discharged within 20 business days. H. The borrower or the parent takes any corporate action in furtherance of, or which indicates its consent to, approval of, or acquiescence in any of the acts set forth in paragraph E, F, or G above. I. Any security created pursuant to a security document shall at any time and for any reason cease to constitute a valid security interest with the ranking expressed in the finance documents in favor of the security trustee for the benefit of the secured parties. except in accordance with the finance documents, which, if capable of remedy, is not remedied within 5 business days of the earlier of I, the borrower, becoming aware of the issue, and 2 written notice of the issue from the senior agent to the borrower.